Good day, everyone. I am Shirley Dave Kilakiga, and today I will be presenting Unit 4B Classroom Challenges and Problem Solving with a focus on handling misbehavior. This presentation is part of our course Ed 401 Field Study 1. So, as a future teachers, we know that misbehavior is something we will inevitably encounter. But the real test is how we respond to these challenges in a way that promotes discipline, respect, and positive learning. For this session, our objectives are to identify different forms of classroom misbehavior, to demonstrate problem solving skills in addressing these challenges through effective classroom management, and to develop a responsible and reflective mindset in responding to disruptive students' behavior. Now, to start with, let us first understand what classroom challenges and problem solving are. Classroom is truly a dynamic and demanding profession. Teachers are not only responsible for delivering lessons, but they also need to balance multiple responsibilities while addressing the diverse needs of their students. According to Guide 2024, even though teaching is rewarding because we get to shape young minds, there are still many challenges that can affect a teacher's effectiveness and even their well being. So, when it comes to problem solving in the classroom, it is the teacher's process of identifying issues, analyzing their causes, and applying strategies to create solutions that will improve both teaching and learning. Jonathan 2011 describes this as involving critical thinking, decision making, and classroom management techniques that build a positive and productive learning environment. With this understanding, let us now proceed to our main topic, handling misbehavior. So, what does handling misbehavior mean? So, this refers to the strategies and actions that teachers uses to address inappropriate student behaviors that disrupts learning. As Marzano 2003 emphasized, handling misbehavior includes setting clear expectations, applying consistent consequences, and using positive reinforcement. This is important because the way teachers respond to misbehavior not only affects the classroom atmosphere but also helps shape students' social and emotional development. According to Richie Hobbs 2023, there are several common types of misbehavior in the classroom. Let's go through them one by one. So first, let us talk about aggression. This happens when students show hostile or violent behavior that can threaten the safety of the classroom. Teachers can address this by enforcing a no violence rule, teaching conflict resolution, and guiding students toward peaceful problem solving. Next, we have inappropriate language. So some students may use offensive or disrespectful words, often out of habit or frustration. This negatively affects classroom interactions. So to address this, teachers should set clear rules for respectful communication and model positive language themselves. Moving on, let's consider frequent use of the bathroom. So some students repeatedly ask to leave during lessons, which interrupts teaching. While sometimes genuine, it can also be avoidance tactic. So teachers can minimize this behavior by using bathroom passes, encouraging breaks before class, and scheduling short breaks during long periods. Another common issue is cell phone distraction. Many students use their phones during class for texting, gaming, or social media, which draws attention away from learning. To prevent this, teachers can enforce a cell phone policy, collect devices during lessons, or integrate technology in ways that support the lesson. Now, according to Debrilli and Ishinova 2019, there are additional types of misbehavior that teachers need to watch out for. To begin with, there is inattentiveness. This occurs when students fail to focus, often daydreaming or being distracted. Teachers can counter this with interactive activities and regular checks for attention. Following that, we have obtuseness. This is when students refuse or are very slow to follow directions, sometimes deliberately. Teachers can deal with this by giving clear step by step instructions and reinforcing cooperation through encouragement. Another type is talkativeness. This refers to excessive or unnecessary talking that interrupts class. Teachers should set rules on when talking is appropriate and may need to separate overly talkative students. In addition, there is cheating. This includes copying answers or being dishonest during assessments. So teachers should highlight the value of honesty, use varied assessment, and apply fair consequences when dishonesty occurs. Moreover, we have annoying others. Some students tease or disturb classmates by making unnecessary noises or distractions. Teachers need to stop this behavior early and encourage positive peer relationships. Finally, there is moving around the room. This happens when students leave their seats without permission, which disrupts lessons. So your teachers can set rules about staying seated and provide structured times when movement is allowed. To conclude, misbehavior is something that all teachers will encounter, but it does not have to be viewed only as a problem. With the right strategies, such as clear rules, consistent discipline, and empathy, teachers can transform these situations into opportunities for students to learn responsibility and respect. A classroom with effective problem solving is not just orderly, but also supportive and productive, allowing both teachers and students to thrive. That ends my presentation on classroom challenges and problem solving, specifically on handling misbehavior. Thank you for listening, and I hope this discussion helps us prepare to be more effective and reflective educators in the future. That ends my presentation on classroom challenges and problem solving, specifically on handling misbehavior. Thank you for listening, and I hope this discussion helps us prepare to be more effective and reflective educators in the future.